Internationalizing your lifestyle, 5 flags, moving out of your country, all this crazy, crazy, scary stuff. Where do you get started? It kind of seems daunting, doesn't it? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you get started. Even if you're a total newbie, you've never done anything like this in your life before, I'm going to show you right now how to get started.
Alpha Male 2.0. Freedom-focused lifestyle design for men. We do 5 videos a week here on how to make both your business life and woman life more free, because you need both. If you subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment on this video, you will automatically be entered into the regular drawing for my online video course on how to create location-independent income, normally $1,400. We regularly announce the winners at the community feed at this channel.
I am here in Asuncion, Paraguay for a few weeks as I record this video in my lovely teeny tiny hotel room. It's wonderful. And I will tell you for a fact, my God, that living an international lifestyle is one of the greatest sources of happiness I have in my life. Financially, in terms of my business life, in terms of my investments, sexually with women, Paraguay is good. Dubai is good. A lot of places are good. A lot of places are better than the country in which you live. But anyway, in all these different areas, living internationally is really, really, really amazing. And it's something that really creates a lot of joy and happiness for me on multiple levels. And I talk a lot about 5 flags. I talk a lot about escaping the collapsing West. I talk a lot about moving out of your country. I talk a lot about internationalizing your lifestyle. And I realize that this topic can get a little overwhelming. I understand that. So in this video, I'm going to give you 1 step to take. Maybe 2. I'll give you 1.5. 1.5 steps to take to get started, especially if you have never really traveled outside of your country or never really spent significant time outside of your country. You're interested in doing this stuff. You have a desire to do this stuff, to learn more, but you don't know where to begin because it's just, there's so much data and it's so overwhelming and there's so many options. What do I do? Here's what you do. It's very, very simple. You ready? It's very complex. Sit down and research a few countries that you seem interested in. You don't have to know much about them, that seem interesting to you. These are not countries where you're going to move to or invest in or any of that stuff. Get all that stuff out of your head because that's just confusing you and causing you to procrastinate. Just look at a few countries online using Google that seem interesting to you. That's it. They seem interesting. No other parameters. Then go through those, maybe 4, 5, 6 countries, and pick one. Just one. Pick one. It doesn't matter which one. The one you're most curious about. That one. Pick that country. And when you have enough money, assuming you already have enough money, great. If you don't, save it up. Buy a round-trip plane ticket and stay there for a week. Plan your stay. If you work at a day job, then take the time off, figure all that out. Stay there for 1 week. That's important. You don't want to go there for 2 or 3 days. As I've said many times in my blogs, you don't get to know a country if you stay there 2 or 3 days. I love these stupid Americans who do these whirlwind European trips where they spend 1 or 2 days per city and they hit like 6 different cities. It's stupid. That's dumb. You don't get to know London or the UK if you visit London for 2 days. Are you kidding? No, you got to stay there for at least a week. So stay there for an entire week. If you don't have a lot of money, you can use a hostel. They're very, very cheap instead of a hotel. Sometimes $15 a night or less. You can even go lower if you don't mind sharing your hotel room with someone else. Otherwise, you can use Airbnb and things like that. It's very cheap right now because of COVID and all this other stuff to do these kinds of things. You can go on the cheap. You don't have to be expensive about this at all. Frankly, the most expensive expense that you're going to have this trip is probably going to be your round-trip plane ticket. And as I've talked about many times, you can, with proper research and proper planning, fly round-trip to any one city in the world from where you are for less than $1,200. You can. I don't care what city you're talking about. You can fly there from wherever you are for around $1,200 or less if you plan ahead and you do enough research on Google Flights or something like that. Not a big deal. So just go there for a week and go there without an agenda. Just go there and walk around and look around and get to know the place. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's it. Does that sound complicated? Does that sound hard? That's exactly what I started to do 25 or 20 years ago, whatever, when I started doing this stuff and internationalizing my life. I just picked some places that I thought were cool. Hong Kong was my first place, and I went there for a week, and it changed my life. I fucking love that place. My goodness. And that's not the only place I love. I love Paraguay. I love Dubai. I love Singapore. I love lots of places. I love Panama. I love lots of places, but I got to know these places by staying there for at least a week. So stay there for a week. And that's it. Don't worry about anything else. Don't have an agenda. Bring your laptop so you can get work done if you want. I would do that. But that's all you have to do. Now, I'll give you one little step beyond that if you want to take one more step. It's an easy step. It's a little more complicated, so you don't have to do this as optional, but you could do this. If you really like it there, and if it's feasible to do in that country, in some countries it is, in some countries it isn't, it depends on where you are a citizen and what country you're coming from, open up a checking account in that country. Go to any bank, bring your passport, and open a checking account if they let you. Now, they may not let you. If they say, I'm sorry, you can't do that because you're an American and we hate Americans, because of laws like FATCA and things like that, well, then you're effed and you can skip that step and worry about that later. But if you are able to do it, open up a checking account, put $50 in there. That's it. $50 ideally in their currency. Ooh, scary. $50 in their currency. What if I lose the account? What if I lose the debit card? How will they mail the debit card to me, Caleb? Calm down and just do that. Take that one little step. These baby steps will help you subconsciously start taking the bigger steps. Now, you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. Just go somewhere for a week and get to know it. Well, Caleb, what if I hate it? Great. That's valuable data. If you go somewhere for a week and you hate it, which is very unlikely, it's been really unlikely in my experience. Most places I go for a week I really like. But if you hate it, that's valuable information. You now know you hate that country and you never need to go there ever again. You can cross that off your list with confidence and never have to wonder again about whether or not you like that country. So if you go somewhere for a week and you hate it, that is a victory. That is not a waste of time. You've done well by crossing that off your list. And again, I will say this to you, and I'm right about this, the odds of you hating it are very low. If you are really, I found this to be true of me. If you are really interested in a country before you visit, and you're really interested, you're honestly really interested about the pictures, and you read about it on Wikipedia, and you talk to people about it, you watch YouTube videos about it, and it really excites you, the odds are overwhelming you're really gonna like it. Matter of fact, you may like it more than you thought. That's certainly been the case for me in many countries. So just do that. Very simple. Don't make this stuff complicated. Start small. Baby steps. Go slow. Relax. If you want more information on how to build an international lifestyle, you go to joinsmic.com. That is my audio training and monthly mentorship program. Or in the meantime, you can click here for 11 really cool countries to visit or move to. Or you can click here on how to get international business from other countries. I will see you in the next video. Bye.